what about the palate? What are we looking for on the palate of the Manu Marlborough Sauvignon Blanc? Well, first thing, it's got to be generous. It's got to have generous amounts of flavour, and it's got to be easily accessible. Like I said earlier, we don't want you guys working too hard to have a good time. It should be there and available and immediate. We like to see the wines fresh and crisp. We don't want them cloying on the tongue. We want them crisp, clean, have a mouthful, the tongue is cleaned off, and you're ready for that next mouthful. They've got to be bright and energetic wines. And there you go. That wonderful citrus character follows through to the palate and really draws the saliva up. It makes it really savoury, which we think is a fantastic experience. And then immediately after that, you're getting that little herbal overtone. That little bell pepper hint kicks in, that little sort of grassy overtone or tomato leaf character. And then a big rush of tropical fruit. And that's what dominates the flavour profile as time goes by. Now the acidity is not searingly acidic, but it is bright. This wine is completely dry. I think something less than 3 grams per litre of residual sugar. So just whatever the yeast can't ferment at the end of the fermentation process. And so the trick in producing this balanced wine is monitoring and controlling the acidity, and that I think has given this wine a wonderful, crisp, clean finish right to the end. There's enough body in this wine from relatively high alcohol. When I say relatively high alcohol, it's tipping around 13 and 13.5%. So there's enough body and enough natural extract in this wine that we don't need to have any residual sugar in it. And that body and that extract really helps to construct a palate that carries all of those beautiful flavours all the way to the back of the tongue.